Today we're going to bandage a lymphedema arm. We started moisturizing it with a lotion, and then we put the stockinette to protect the skin. First bandage is a translast, which is the finger bandages. Start around the wrist, once around to anchor, straight to the thumb, below the nail, and you cover it completely, covering half of the width. You end up always on the top to anchor it behind the wrist to the next finger. We repeat the same thing with each finger, covering half of the width and going down. End up on the top, behind the wrist to the next finger. You usually will require 2 of the finger bandages, so whatever is left over, you gently place it around the wrist. You get your second one, start it the same way, and we'll cover the pinky. All the way up, covering half of the width, and then we're all set. Okay. All right, we can cut the excess bandage. Perfect. Next, we go to the cotton. And this is just going to also protect the skin from the bandages. You start at the wrist and go up, covering half of the width. Go all the way up, and it basically sticks to itself. Okay, now we're going to start the short stretch bandages. And the hand, we use a 6 centimeter, and the difference in the short stretch is they don't have a lot of elasticity, so it won't hurt and it won't constrict the arm. Just start again on the wrist, anchor it, go between the thumb and the index. You kind of fold it in order for it not to be too uncomfortable here in this place, right next to the thumb, and then you go right below the fingers, the knuckles, and this is the only area where you're going to overlap. So we're going to overlap it 3 times. That's number 2 and 3. After that, you go from the pinky to the thumb twice. From there on, it's much easier because you're just going to go up, covering half of the width. So we go all the way up, covering half of the width. And it's snug. I'm not pulling, but it's snug. And after that, then we use tape to hold it. We never use clips to protect the skin. The second bandage is the forearm bandage. It is 8 centimeter. And we start in the opposite direction at the wrist, covering the corner and going up the forearm. You can actually make a fist and put it against so the muscle contracts. It's better to bandage that way. So you're going up half of the width to where the elbow is. Whatever you have left over, you diagonal down to the wrist, and then you go up again. That's the forearm bandage. Now we get the tape. Right. The next one is a 10 centimeter. The 10 centimeter is for the upper arm. You start below the elbow and you're going to go in the opposite direction from the previous bandage. We usually do an X here, so it doesn't dig in when the person bends the elbow. So you go up to the upper arm, behind, and to the forearm, and now we go up, covering half of the width. And the last bandage is another 10 centimeter, and this is basically puts everything together. So now you're going to cover the entire arm. And you go up half of the width, and this one you pull a little bit more, it's wider. You want to make sure there's not any loose bandage, so the fluid doesn't go between those spaces. So you just continue going all the way up, and this should cover the arm completely. I usually put 3 tapes so it doesn't get loose on the very last one. Go ahead and get your stockinette and you pull it over. When you're done, bend it a little bit to loosen so that the person can use the arm freely. Perfect. And there you go.